Hello, welcome back. I'm recording this on the last day of the year. And, well, let's not waste any time, go straight into funworld. I changed a couple things about my setup again. Some things I did before. For example, I'm just using one screen right now. I usually have a secondary screen. And I was just seeing if maybe things are working a little bit better while I have just one screen. And I'm also using a wired headphones again. Okay, it's been nighttime. I don't actually remember what I did last time. Very peaceful though. Oh, no, I do remember now. The last time was the Christmas cake episode. And I destroyed my cake right here. I was like, oh, I'm going to place it. And I was like, well, now I'm going to pick it up and eat it. And boom, it was destroyed. What a tragedy. So because of the one screen setup, I'm kind of like worried that it's not going to record, but it seems okay. It seems like it's going well. Well, I've got over the Christmas cake incident. I cried for a few days, of course, but ultimately I moved on, and I'm back for a New Year's episode, or an Old Year's episode. In fact, today I want to talk about my year in review a little bit. So how do I start? Well, every Friday recently, I go to a writing meetup, and well, I actually usually don't write anything, but this time I just went through my notebook, because I have like a handwritten notebook in which I write all of my ideas and thoughts. It's kind of just a place for absolutely everything to be collected in. And I started at the beginning of this year. There's still some notebook left, so I'm not going to change it for now. I'm going to use it for the next year too. But I decided to read through all of it and see what my year was like, what changed. The one thing about the notebook is I do a lot of what I call mind sweeps, or you could call them brain dumps or something like that. Where I just write down everything that's on my mind to like ease my cognitive burden. And so there's a lot of like overlap and things that are kind of the same every time. Let me see. I think I'm going to put all my wood in here. That's going to be my first. The first chest I'm going to fill up, but let me see. Yeah, all of the wood, it should be okay. For now, we'll see how it goes. And then let's put all of the stone in here, and all of the dirt, of which I have way too much, in here. That seems like a good idea. Okay. And so I went over, like there's a lot of overlap because a lot of the same things keep coming up. And on the first page of my notebook, I had my resolutions for the next year, or my goals for the next year. Let me just quickly look at my notebook. Oh, and while I'm quickly looking at my notebook, let me also look at the recording levels. They seem good. Everything seems to be in order. That's excellent. So one thing I noticed is like I almost achieved none of the specific goals I set, but I still feel like I achieved a lot this year, and it was on the whole a really good year for me. Looking at it, basically the goals I set I can more or less like just set again. I'll just read these out. So I wanted to reach 105 kilograms. I'm actually kind of now thinking, let's just go for 110, see how that goes, how I feel at that body weight. I think that should be okay. I wanted to do, oh no, oh god, okay, my fingers are not on the keyboard, so this is not ideal. Okay. sometimes Minecrafting gets in the way of what you want to do. Okay. All right. Huh. My heart's a bit racing. Should I fight him? I mean, I think creepers really like to explode, so I'll just let him do that. All right. Nice. Okay. This worked out well because I wanted to clear this up and I wanted like a hole here anyway, so it worked out really well for me. Okay, back to the thing. So then so the first thing is fitness goals. I want to do 10 consecutive push-ups. I mean, my fitness level has been basically plummeting over the last year and a half. A year and a half ago, I went to Mount Fuji, and that was, I would say, the peak of my fitness forever. Really, like, you know, I was never as fit as I was when I went up there. And ever since then, it's just been a slow backsliding. My idea is now to put like everything I have just over here for now and then organize it. Okay. I wanted to do 3 consecutive pull-ups, very far away from that. But maybe I'll try to aim for 1 pull-up next year. I'll just put everything in here for now. I think I'm gonna. That's easiest, because then I also don't have to think too much. I'm not that great at multitasking anymore. I used to think I was very good at multitasking, but now it's all this, so. Alrighty. Wait, what happened? Why did this happen? Where's my sword? Oh, I dropped it. I pressed Q. I'm a pro gamer. I'm a real skilled. So I'm going to transport everything over. But yeah, so my fitness level has been backsliding, but that's one of my goals for next year. I'm going to get better at this. Oh, the last fitness goal was to run 60 minutes at 10 kilometers at 3% inclination on my treadmill. That was my goal. I had kind of, well, when I was at my fittest, I kind of achieved like a 30-minute 10 kilometers per hour pace at 3%. I was there, and so I thought, oh, I'm just going to get stronger and better. And yeah, that's not what happened. But it's going to happen this year. Don't worry about it. Okay, so that was my fitness thing. It's kind of like oriented along my focus points, which I mentioned before. Currently I have 5 focus points that I focus on, which are fitness, Japanese, music, guitar, and YouTube. So that were the fitness goals. And I will mostly take them with slight alterations. Namely, I'm going to go for the 110 kilograms. The 10 consecutive push-ups I'm going to achieve. I'm not that far away from that. I just need to stick with it and not be discouraged. And the run, well, I'm going to try to get back into running once I reach a certain weight level, because I don't want to overdo it on my knees until then. So it's going to be a bit of an adjustment. And then let's see, the second thing was I wanted to pass the JLPT N1. Didn't even take it, so that didn't happen because of that. It probably wouldn't have happened if I had taken it either, because I'm still a little bit too far away of passing it. I think it really would depend on what the questions would be, because I mean there's just a huge variation. If it's one that's kind of easy for me, then I could possibly pass it. But if it's things that I don't particularly know, I'll have an abysmal result. So I would really like. So the thing is that there is a lot of variation, but if you're really good at it, like if you're fluent in Japanese, you will just pass it, like basically with 100%. I mean, Japanese people are always like, oh no, it's also hard for Japanese people, but it's not. It's actually not hard for Japanese people. Like they will get almost all the answers, even if they're like, high school students or something. Because they just have this natural understanding of the language, which for me, I lack still, even though it's getting better. And so basically what I want to do, because you can either practice for the test, and that's the thing a lot of people do. But I was thinking, I might practice a little bit for the test a month before. But what I was really thinking is I want to just be at the level where I'm good enough to, I'll just pass. I don't know if I can achieve this in the next 7 months until the test. But the way to achieve it would definitely be to like read a lot, listen to a lot of podcasts, things like that. So I will try to just get better and get this natural ability. What else happened? Okay, so then I had the idea I was going to study more Spanish, but I've kind of went away from this right now because I'm like, let's focus on one language. Wait, no, that's not at all what I wanted to do. Oh no, did I? Yeah, that doesn't belong in here. Look at that, I was just like, scatterbrained. Okay, there we go. This does also. Oh yeah, I remember wool. I wanted to make some stuff and dye it. Man, I open a lot of plans and then don't follow up with them. That's something I should change for the next year. But yeah, so I wanted to study more Spanish, but yeah, right now I'm just focusing on one language. And because of that, I'm also not planning on passing the Spanish test next year, at least. We'll see how it goes. Like, obviously I change all the time. Ooh, rain, that's nice. Oh, I love the sound of rain. Oh, that's really, really good. Pleasant. Pleasant way to spend the last day of the year. Now a little bit of music would be good. Is Minecraft going to oblige? No. Okay, well. Ooh, look how dark it looks too. It's nice, very, very moody, very ambient. Okay, wait. And then I wanted to finish 4 uni classes, of which I finished 0. So that's just exactly the same really next year. I want to actually, I want to actually finish some. And I wanted to make some songs, which I also didn't do, but I got a lot better at music generally, and I actually performed in a band, and that's all stuff that wasn't even on my radar, that I did know, which I really enjoyed, which I want to pursue more of next year. Let's see, what is this? Granite, light gray wool, gravel. Thanks. Okay, I think I'm going to put granite in here too for now, and gravel, we see. I don't have that much of that. And then this one is going to be my wool. Brown wool, okay. White wool. Okay. It's all shaping up Mary's house. But yeah, so this is also just going to be in next year. I want to make some songs. Then I wanted to get more subscribers on YouTube, and like that's kind of a thing. Like you can sort of work on that, but you can't for sure. I was like aiming for 1,000, but then I didn't even do as much videos as I wanted, and I completely changed actually. I only started VTubing in the middle of the year, which I really enjoyed. And again, that wasn't on my radar, and so I'm gonna continue with that. That's sort of my plan. I still want to get like some more subscribers. But really what I want to do is I want to like reach like 150 videos in the year. That's in my own power. And then I want to read 30 books, which I did. That was a good one. So really I just reviewed my goals. Oh, there also have other ones. I want to write something on the idea for a novel, which I dropped for now. and I wanted to get better at chess, which I also dropped. So it sounds like a downer, but you can hopefully hear by my tone that I'm pretty happy with what I actually did. So it's not that negative. Yeah. I mean, I think that's good. That's like a good first review of this. And I mean, for next year, I'm going to talk more about what I actually want to do. The reason why I think I think the year is a success though is like just because I did just a lot of things. I'm also like in the process of now buying a house here, which is something that was on my list for a long time. Again, the band thing, starting the VTubing. I really, one thing that I noticed going back through the notebook, like I was struggling for most of the year and even before then with concentration. I was just like constantly like, I need to fix concentration. What do you do? Like, how do I fix it, etc., etc. And I don't feel that anymore. I think I probably would still feel it, but I did mostly fix it. And I think I fixed it through reading a lot more and kind of like using less social media. And I'll continue on that path, I think, for next year. But that's also just a massive achievement that I feel very happy about. Yeah, and we traveled, we saw people. It was just a good year for me on the whole. Bit of stammering. I should have taken some better notes, but what can you do? That's what you get. I'm going to publish this on New Year's, actually, I think. And then maybe I should talk about goals. I could also talk about my language goals and things like that for next video. And another thing I want to make is a video about financial advice, because I kind of went like a bit of down a rabbit hole on YouTube there and had like some thoughts about the genre as a whole. So all in all, good year for me. I hope it was good year for you. I hope you have a good next year and you'll stay spoopy. And yeah, that's it. See you guys. Bye.